Hello, fellow chefs. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, the final school. Episode 11, finally making some decent grub. Alright. Bedrooms are surprisingly actually getting done. So they're not going to be ideal bedrooms by any stretch of the imagination because they can't be meta. And what I mean by that is, like, bedrooms have a certain requirement that, like, for the private chambers, these can never be private chambers. So they are very much temporary bedrooms to check boxes until I have access to permanent bedrooms. So be it. So furniture, plain beds, 1 and 2. But the good news is, at least, we'll have more bedrooms so people won't be, like, sleeping down here, because this is not a very good spot to sleep. This is an advanced classroom, so I have just realized that I'm going to need a floor cutting across here so that the bedroom is not noisy. Fulfilling the silent need. And then the idea, well, I'm going to wait until this bedroom's done and then move Manic and Valka over. And then I'll turn this into 3 bedrooms. So I'll have 2, 4, 6, which is plenty of staff for a school this size. I don't quite have my Gnosis shards enough for my first apprentice. Getting pretty close, though. And then the sleep focuser is what Darzan picked up for a new trial. Alright. And then we're still working on the research for Kilgore's trial. Did I research? So quite visionary is what we need for that, so I'm going to have that as the highest research priority. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I made a bit of a mess of the bedrooms, but they're coming together. Just took a minute. Oops. I do like how I locked people out. Like, there's students here that are like, I can't get through. It's like, yep, that's my fault. Alright, Quite Visionary got researched, so Erewhon time. There it is. And for that, we need Potion of Recharging, which is just a little bit of alchemy. And for that, we need Viscera, which is more hunting. Done. Use every part, just got research too, which is what is required to make the cooking pot. And for that, we need small carcasses, which I will do meat until we have, let's say, 20. And I'll put it on both of the refining beasts. So a lot of hunting. And then in order to get access to the in order to gain access to the tier that we need for the Dragon Walk, we'll just need a lot more iron. So this is a bedroom access. It's going to be for staff only, and it will be a Valka and Matic, I think. And then this is going to be for Macho. Staff only again. Because Valka and Matic want to sleep. Yep. So this is a Valka's bed and Matic's bed. And then Macho's bed. So we got the bed. We got the staff rooms. I have failed at building a wall here, though. There we go. And then all we need for that is like a little bit of lightning, or a little bit of iron for another lightning rod. So, three bedrooms, 6 beds. All right, Phoenix Kiss we just researched. So that is Fire Wand and being able to plant Phoenix. What do we need from here? That is a good question. I think I'm going to get medical accessories because a medical room would be really nice. And then tidy gardens for Pathstone. At some point, we'll probably do greenhouse, so I don't think I'll really need the Pathstone, but whatever. Ooh, Spectral Rift. Does anyone need to do Spectral Rift stuff? I don't think so. No? No. So unless the Spectral Rift has a weak spot for Badger, which it does not, doesn't really matter who attends this fight. So maybe I'll put Darzan for the Torch Snuffer and get it fighting. Love crits early on. I used a lot of the, like, double damage synergy here. Which is too bad. It's not the one I needed to be doing double damage, but, you know, whatever. Is that 8 high? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's 8 high. Alright, so I'm making all the bedrooms the same, just so I can keep track of them in my brain. There we go. And then I'm going to have a follow-up poll about what to build thereafter. So what am I building after the bedrooms? I could do kitchen, house commons, library, archives, better staff dining, or more bedrooms, or different bedrooms or something. Dancing Queen is done. So full ritualist. The fog needs to come in one more night, and then I think I'll be able to do the, like, cheap push. No, this is still Wormweed and Viscera. Okay. Got it. And focusing on the kitchen means setting up a proper kitchen, which includes getting the Dragon Walk, which is a nice goal. Higher quality food is higher conviction for the students, because our students, as you saw, had some conviction problems. Thankfully, I think, at least for right now, I'm staving off their, like, mental breaks, just keeping them happy in other ways. So, like, Dive, for instance, has absolutely no learning fulfillment because I haven't done well, actually, dancing on your own is really easy to do, so maybe I'll do that come morning. You know, let's just do that now. access students. Dife. Just dance. Dance under the full moon. Sounds like a very Wolfkin thing to do. There. And learning filled. So Darzan wants to participate in another... What ritual did Darzan participate in? And Sleep Focuser, which is pretty easy to do. Kilgore, full ritualist. Insightful, bitter gruel. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good on those rituals. And as far as Gnostic Shards go, I'm not that far away from being able to do our first apprentice. I'm 47 out of 54, so we're pretty close. I don't recall doing a fog ritual for him, but maybe I did. The other thing I could consider, at least temporarily, is to make like a hospital or infirmary here. I'm actually surprised I didn't include that in the what to build next to the school. But you guys want a kitchen, so I'm going to work towards a kitchen. So with Kilgore getting the Bitter Gruel Eater, Kilgore, you are going to be taken off of Bitter Gruel. And in fact, nobody eats Bitter Gruel. Yeah, I could do a minimum distance twice in a row. That would be a good way to fulfill that. And for that I need more Viscera, so I'm going to have Avalka go hunting. So, for the kitchen, I need iron. Looks like the lava mines are pretty thick with iron, so I'm going to head here for my iron. So we have an Ember Golem. On death, creates a lava in the killer's location for 2 rounds. Sounds rough. There is a Mana Vein, which reduces costs, and there is a reason to send Darzan against the Ember Golem, because the Ember Golem's weak against it. Got it. Heading down. So if you guys want a kitchen, let's queue cooking with spice as a higher priority. And then the goal for this scullery to become a proper kitchen. Let's do that. So I'm not necessarily going to be able to do a fine kitchen, but I'll set it as the ultimate goal. So, pristine. It must have pristine and grounded, which it already does. It must have a dragon walk. So we're going to work on a dragon walk. And then it must also have spice racks. So if we take a look, it needs 2 small spice racks, which I have researched. So here's 1, here's 2. It must have 2 chimneys, which I've got 1 and 2. And then it has some other requirements that I've not yet met. Oh, I did not mean to bring my... bring Foolish to this fight. Oh, well. Too late to fix that now. Alright, so Darzan's sitting on lava now because of retaliation. So let's just, like, wrap this fight up fast so he doesn't burn. So the lava causes HP damage. It's all just Tentacle Sweep, and it's over. Got a mana crystal for it, too. So what we're working on is to try to save up for Dragon Walk. So I need meat and iron. And in order to get the meat, I need to do the Refining Beast stuff. I might want another Refining Beasts. Like to put one here, maybe? That might actually be a path blocker. Put one here for just meat. To make sure, for just the thing, like, so this extra refining beast will be for the stuff that I need most. So it won't have a recurring. It will have like a just do immediate type orders. But we're getting the research for the kitchen. So the cooking with spice gives us... Oh, is this not... That's actually not what I want. The nicest kitchen needs the large spice, which is scrumptious. That's what I needed. So let's research scrumptious. And then I still need more iron for the Dragon Walk, but there's more lava mine over there. So once my fighters are a little bit more healed, we can go and do that. Kilgore, you have not yet received your air wand. I've overlooked that terribly. Oh, that's the problem. I haven't even freaking made it. Because we need potion of recharging. Okay, got it. Alchemist Station, you're going to be set to a 4. So you're a slightly higher priority. That way I'm more likely to get my potions in a timely manner. And I will do minimum distance rituals. So for our people that want rituals, Darzan wants a ritual and does Kilgore. So I can't do both because this ritual only has one. So actually I can't even do a minimum ritual because it doesn't have students. I have to do a superior. So I probably should just wait for the fog to even get closer and just to do the simple rituals to grind that out. So I'm making the potion of recharging now with the refining beasts. And this refining beasts is going to be for ectoplasma. And I'll do until we have 20 extra. Because I think that's my bottleneck at the moment. Is I don't have enough ectoplasma to make the potions to make the wand. But we're making the wand now. So that's good. Getting pretty close to the Dragon Walk requirement. Almost have all the iron. Definitely have all the meat. I'm going to use up some of the iron now for another lightning rod, just so that come next storm I don't get slammed. But doing a quick check of all the peoples. Everyone's fully healthy, so let's go into the lava mine again. This is basically a repeat of the last fight. There isn't any opportunity for our insightfuls to get insightful, because there's no air weakness or lightning weakness, so we'll just go with the same lineup. Alright, lava's active, so let's end this fight quick. Done. Now I have all the iron I need, and there is a ward here. So I'm going to make this ward a high priority ward, and there's also Gnosis shards to mine, which will allow me to get my apprenticeship, and there's iron on the ground, which is great. Awesome. So I've got all the iron I need. All I need left for the... No, I don't even need meat for the walk. So let's put the walk in. I'm going to move... So here's the thing. For a kitchen, if we take a look at the Book of Rooms, a fine kitchen or a kitchen must not have, if I am not mistaken, a gruel pot. Is that not a thing anymore? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't. Okay, so let's maybe retain the gruel pot then. and see if that doesn't error things out. So we'll put a grow pot here. I should probably put pantry. I should also get pantries instead of chests. So I'm going to build 2 pantries, and this is probably not where I'm going to keep them. They're going to get moved once the chests contents have been moved. But this is again, this is for the bitter stir-fry eater silver for Dife, because we want to keep Dife. So if we want to keep Dife as staff, it makes sense to fulfill all of Dife's requirements. Here's a big one. Foul energies have caused all plants not in the greenhouse to stop growing. So we're at the point. This is an event that doesn't happen really early on in the game, but this happens when you're advanced enough that if I want to grow stuff, I need a greenhouse. So after I make the kitchen, that might be a good time for greenhouse, because nothing here is gonna mature anymore. All right, copy settings, paste settings, and then disintegrate chest. We'll move the pantry there. Doctrines. So some of the events, like wasting or lightning, doesn't happen really early in the game because it would be like too penalizing. But we're advanced enough now that the game is like, all right, time for some rough ones. Okay. So for a fine kitchen, we need 2 large spice racks, more luxury, and a dragon walk. We're actually really close, because I already have everything I need for the dragon walk. So I'm going to move. Apparently, it used to be that the gruel pot would be a problem, but it really isn't anymore, which is great. So the dragon walk is going to be like right here in the... Let's put it right there, and I'll put the gruel pot here for symmetry. So once we have the large spice racks unlocked, then I'll just put a bunch more luxury in this room and have it kick up to a fine kitchen. I don't need a fine kitchen. Just having the dragon walk is enough to help Dife with her I want to eat a certain meal. And I think, given a little bit more mining, I'm going to have the Gnosis shards to be able to get a Lightning Apprentice. I need like 4 more. So we're very close on that. Kilgore, I haven't forgotten about you. You are going to go for a wand upgrade as soon as I have that wand made. I didn't realize I didn't yet. Still more potions recharging. Oh my god. All right, break fire. Guess what? You are doing alchemy. This is ridiculous. I feel like my my settings didn't copy over. So let's try this again. Clear all. We want the left one to be like honey drops. Let's do 50 honey drops. And then gut berries. Because this is supposed to be like raw ingredients on the left and then meals on the right. So the meals here is just like really any meals minus gut berries. And we don't make enough meals for the stacks to matter, because it's not like we're going to have like 2,000 of any specific meal, because we craft until X. And then the really important thing is, Dife wants to eat bitter stir-fry. So I'm going to make bitter stir-fry until we have 10 of it, or 20 of it. Bitter stir-fry is really nice, because bitter stir-fry is a positive conviction food for everyone. So it's really handy to just have on tap. So I'm going to put spices in here. I'm not going to bother with libations yet. And then meal ingredients in here. So we'll do bitter rice, 200. Crabbage, 200. Jumping meat. Rock candy. I doubt I'll ever hit those stacks. Gut berries, 200. And the reason why I'm limiting it is so that it doesn't fill up with like 2,000 gut berries and nothing else. Because then, you know, there isn't the actual... Oh, and then probably meat as well. Oh, yeah, meat's already in there. Okay. So we have our first bitter stir fry. And... Dife, you're going to get a special access to bitter stir fry. Cool. And if I end up with like a lot of bitter rice plots, it might be a good idea for me to just raise the quality of food for everybody up to just like a basic bitter rice. I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't really have I don't have the I don't have like enough bitter rice to probably allow for that. I only have 115, but like eventually that might be a good thing to do. Oh, we have the fog coming in, and this fog is full of brains. That would have been really helpful when I was trying to make the classroom, huh? Is everyone allowed stir fry? Oh, actually, you know what? Yes. Let's do it and see if and when we run out. But then Dife is going to be... Because bitter stir fry is a positive meal, a mood meal. So, let's stop making gutberry soups and carcass stews, which are -10, and start just only eating bitter stir fry or honey gruel. And then the Vivify, because they don't care, will just eat gutberries. And then the Wolfkin, because they don't care, will eat dire rats, which are neutral. So the Wolfkin and Vivified are at conviction 0, and everyone else is at conviction 5. I think that's reasonable. This thing was a little harder to hunt. We did not do a lot of damage to it. It's a mage level 8, which I don't even have an 8, so it's going to be a tougher fight. Scythes and Belchers. There is an opportunity for Kilgore to do bonus damage to the Hollowed One and the Belcher, so I'm going to tag him in for this fight. And then Darzan, I'm going to have you support from the back with water. Ilgor. Matic. Okay, yep. Dife, you should go for Potion of Rejuves. So how close am I having the large spice? Sort of close. The other thing that I just realized, I don't have any of those materials to be able to make that thing. So I think I'm going to scale back the goal here for this room as just a regular old kitchen. And all for that it needs is like 3 more luxury, which is like a rug. Which means what to build next will be up to you. So I could do house commons. Let me type up a new list. So house commons would be more morale for our students. I could do a library. I could do an... So a library allows us to attune to relics more easily. I could also do an archive, which allows me to plinth relics for a passive bonus. It wouldn't be a terrible idea for me to consider an auditorium now. An infirmary. Not a terrible idea either. I definitely don't have what I need for a staff lounge yet. I would consider an atelier, but I don't have staff that can do quilted beast stuff exactly, so I'm not going to bother. And I could try a better dining room. I might have what it takes to improve the dining room. So 2.5 minutes to vote on that. And thank you for voting. Cheers. Alright, this is going to be a little bit of a tougher fight. The scythe is really dangerous, so let's try to kill the scythe ASAP. And it helps that I got a crit. Ow. Holy hell, that thing hits. Oh god, they all suck. Oh my god. Ouch. This fight sucks. Alright, well, at least I got the double damage credit. That scythe is dead. Now it's just a Belcher and Hallow one. It should be a little bit easier. Oh god. I'm moving everyone around just to, like, spread out the pain. The game thinks... So the game ramped up the difficulty considerably because I have, like, a lot of level 2 wands and my mage score is a lot higher as a result. So it's basically kicking the crap out of me because I don't really have powerful mages to back up that. But whatever. I mean, a win's a win's a win. So, Kilgore, you have gotten your Insightful done. Now all I need is for you to participate in a ritual while full, and I can graduate you. That's not exactly true because I need to make the air wand and then fulfill whatever trial there is thereafter. We are also 3 Gnostic Shards away from being able to have our first apprentice, which is awesome. And you guys want me to make an infirmary? I think that's a very wise choice. So I'm going to update that now. Because basically the kitchen's already done. So, an infirmary. If we want an infirmary increases the bonus to healing. Okay. Incense burners, tincture shelves. I think actually I can go for full hospital ward. So that's going to be my aim. To build like a full-on hospital ward right now. Oh, you know what? I forgot the greenhouse. Shoot. I'm overruling you guys. I'm going to build a greenhouse now. I totally forgot that we are currently wasting, and not building a greenhouse would be very foolish. Yeah. God, I should have remembered that. At least as soon as I was, like, queuing up for it, I was like, nope, nope, nope. Brain goes, nope. I need to do something else right now, or I'm dead. I'm gonna starve. I'll build the greenhouse and then the infirmary. So I'm planning on putting the greenhouse here and just like building stairs up to it like this. Pretty weird, but it'll work. Is that going to be causing pathing blockers? I don't know if this is pathable. This is a bit of an experiment. Actually, I kind of like that weird spiky roof. Yeah. That roof is great. I don't know if this is a valid greenhouse. It's a bit of an experiment, but I can tinker with it to make it work if there's a problem. Alright, I did just get my air wand, so Kilgore, without a further ado, finally, the air wand. So now all of my apprentices will have tier 2 wands. And then if I raise the Gnostic Shard Vein, it's already at a 5. So if Matic goes down and like actually does some mining, we'll end up with an apprentice too. All right, at this point, definitely could do a superior repel fog. So, the rituals required for that. Let's see. Darzan wants to participate in the ritual without any requirements. And then Kilgore wants to participate when he's full of food. Oh, hold on. Kilgore is already doing a wand ritual while full on food. So Darzan can do this ritual, and then I get both. I get a 2-for-1 special. Love it. Let's do that. Before I do this ritual, though, it might make sense for me to raise the wands of, like, Matic, Macho, or Avalka. Because the fog will get pushed back further. So I'm going to make a fire wand for Avalka. An earth wand for Matic. And a lightning wand for Macho. And the wand shaper is already a level 5, but priority for priority for wands will be very, very high. The higher level wand you have, the more you push the fog when you do. I have the materials for it, at least for one of these wands. I only need 2 of 3 of wands for the fog ritual to be ideal. There we go. So champion gold. Defeat 3 at 7+. Okay, that's a big ask, but alright. I already have the earth wand? Oh, do I? Open... Oh, right, because I accidentally made it. You're right. Don't do that one. Matic. Let's have you get a better wand. Thank you, Sammy, for reminding me. And then Avalka already has a wand as well. So I have an entire day before this really becomes relevant. These guys are going to burn a little bit of the midnight oil, but not a big deal. I do need a little bit more wood for the ritual itself. But the sunshade trees should grow in time, and if not, I can always, like, break something. Like, cancel this massive project if wood really becomes an issue. Or, alternatively, honestly, because I'm making a greenhouse, I'm just going to get rid of that stuff. So Maddox got a 2/2 wand. And that levels up his fire to 2. Because that's the random element he got. And his earth to 2. Now, the thing is, the benefit... He'll be able to level up, which is great. He'll gain a lot more stat points. This is something I should have done a long time ago. But it benefits students a lot more because then you get, like, the graduation or staff relics and all that. So, Avalka, let's get you a level 2 as well. And the Macho will be last. I'm gonna actually... I think I already have the wand for Macho. Maybe? Either way, I didn't need all 3. This doesn't look like valid pathing to me. But I'll worry about it later. Once the fog ritual is done. Can you pet the dog? Sure. Little dog redemption. He's warm and fluffy. Okay, if Avalka and Matic attend this, we get a little extra repel, and then Darzan, just to remind, just wants to do the ritual, doesn't care the conditions. Good. Okay, fire it up. And then Macho, you have a better wand as well. So yeah, this doesn't look, what, pathing. Yeah, so this is invalid pathing. Got it. Easy to fix. Well, that's gonna be, oh, you can do that now? Oh, cool. I did not know. Okay, there's the push. It pushed it back pretty far. Darzan ended up getting the ritual done, so now it's just sleep focused. Dife is already 2/5 food. Foolish is 1 clean away. We're looking pretty good. Badger needs his insightful, but he's about to become apprentice. Foolish just finished. Sweet. So Foolish just finished the Neatnik. At this point, I need an apprentice portal for Dark as well. That's a bit of the bottleneck. Can the grave be on? No, the grave has to be on soil. So I'll just have like a weird soil spot there, I guess. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, the final school, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credit. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow mages.